So my name is Sandra Pandit, and I've been trading now a little bit over 3 years. I started in the COVID bubble, and so it was very exciting at the beginning, and then there came a little bit rude awakening in the aftermath. But I think since then, I've learned to be more disciplined. I've developed my own system, so I can basically rely on my own trading and on my own data, and it's been really going well. I sized down a little bit going into the new year, but I was able to double my account from January going into February. So I started out very strong, and right now it's a little bit stagnant. I started out in the Tim's Challenge, 3 years ago. And so I just saw them really excelling at that point. And I always admired their consistency and their discipline. I've been following them for a long time. So I love boot camps. I've attended a lot of boot camps in the past, especially with Roland Wolf. I love the interaction. I like to feed off their mindset, their ideas. I'm always encouraged to come there, and I think it's amazing to have all of them here because there's such a wealth of knowledge. So I live very close to New York City. So when they announced that they were in New York, I decided to come here, and it was worth every penny. First of all, I like the setup a lot, that it was over the weekend. Once the market is open, everybody gets drifted a little bit. So I found it very focused. There was no distraction. They were very on point. It was a great schedule. I personally learned the most from Hadi because I think he was very similar in a way to iTrade, and just to see him basically reconfirm my way of thinking, that for me was genius. And because I've been doing the same than Hadi in a way, or trying to, it was really beneficial for me to just really ask pointed questions that I think are very difficult to get answers for otherwise. On the other hand, Jack, I think, is just genius for mindset. I always like to try to figure out how he thinks, not necessarily how he trades, because he trades so different to me. And I was great to ask him like really questions directly that I wanted to ask him for the last 2 years. And that, of course, the access that you get at these boot camps, that's invaluable. I think there are a lot of traders out there, a lot of mentors, but it's very important to pick the one that is, that speaks to you. So that has certainly, I think it's necessary to do that as a new trader. I think it's a no-brainer. I would definitely go. And I think the nice thing about the Clovers, or the advantage that they have, is that they bring more traders to the table, right? It's just not like one guru or one trader per se, but you get also very different styles. I think that's a huge advantage that they have. And I think these boot camps, they pay for themselves. As I said, I've been to many. There's probably with other traders. And I could, I think, really accelerate my trading because I was able to talk to them. And all the hurdles that we have when we sit at home by ourselves, you can't really talk to anyone. And here, like meeting not only the Clovers, but I think other fellow traders, it's very good to bounce off ideas and see that, people are usually struggling the same way no matter how they trade. As you've seen, they never disappeared, really. They were all here the whole time. Nobody dropped off and came back like for half an hour, an hour before the close. That's what I really liked. And then also, they're very well connected. So I'm a huge fan of Be the Trader, for example. So just to see him there, he was not announced. It was not official, but just to meet these guys in person, I think that's great. And that's what I think Jack is really good at, from the beginning of his career, to really network. And it's just so important.